What's up, guys? Coach Murph here, former athlete. Guys, today we are going to talk about the three stupidly simple steps that you can take right away that are going to help you shed some pounds, start getting rid of that beer belly, but start regaining control of your health. Start the process to get in control of that again. So obviously, there's a much bigger picture on what we do with our VIP clients in general. But guys, these three things, if you implement them today and you consistently stick with them, I guarantee within 10 days, you're going to see results. So with that being said, let's get into it. So first things first, guys, what most men are dealing with. Now, we talk with hundreds of men every single month, and these are the common denominators on what men are dealing with these days and what has gotten them to the point where they're at, where they're a little overweight, they're not happy with their body, they don't feel good. And these are the things that they're all dealing with, right? Number one, you're very busy. 100% of your time is dedicated to your career and your family. You've left no time to take care of yourself, to take care of your health. And because of that, there's no consistent training, right? You may work out once every now and then, but there's no consistency. You also have no idea what to eat at this stage in your life. Your metabolism has slowed down a little bit because you're not consistently training. You just can't eat the way that you used to when maybe you were a little bit more active. Your body's holding on to that food and storing it as excess fat. But you also don't really have the time to sit down and figure out all these meal plans. Most likely you've tried a couple crash diets, a couple of these fad diets. They may have worked in the moment, but the minute they were over, you went back to the old routines and the old things you used to eat because you never learned how to actually do it. Number four, guys, we're indulging way too hard and way too frequently. Now, obviously, these indulgences tend to be stress relievers, and it comes in the form of drinking. It comes in the form of pizzas, cheeseburgers, snacking at night, whatever it is. But it's happening way too frequently, and we're just going way too hard. And that's, again, because there's no consistency, there's no thought process behind what we're eating and how we're training. And last but not least, guys, a lot of the men I talk to, they had gotten to this place where they accepted this dad bod mentality, meaning, this is just the way it is. I just gain weight as I get older, as my responsibilities get greater, I gain weight and I become less athletic, and it's just the way it is. It happened to my dad, it's happening to my buddies. It's just the way it is, and we accept it. And it does not have to be this way, all right? You don't have to get stuck into that little hole of that dad bod mentality. So what are the three stupidly simple things you can do right now? Let's chat about it. Step one, guys, set up a routine. Sounds very, very simple, right? But this is something that most men do not have when it comes to their health and fitness. Most men fail because they have no structure around their health and fitness. They just kind of wake up, they go to work, they get done what they have to get done to be successful at work, they come home, they spend time with their family, and that's it. Those are the only two priorities, which of course, extremely, extremely important two priorities, but their health is not a priority as well. It doesn't have a place in that day-to-day life. So what you need to do, look at your work schedule, look at your life schedule and your family schedule, find windows of time that you can fit training, meal prep if you have to, but find windows of time that you can squeeze this stuff into. If you do not have windows of time, if you're one of those rare men that has a very, very packed schedule and there's no windows of time in there, find pockets of time that you're wasting, whether it's social media, watching Netflix. Those are pockets of wasted time in the sense that you're not benefiting from what you're doing in that time. Those can be replaced with training, nutrition prep, etc. So once you've identified these times, guys, you need to get out your calendar, whatever calendar you use for work, get that calendar out and set up a routine. Now, obviously make this a routine that you can stick to. So if you're always busy, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., that might be an early morning workout or a late evening workout. If Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's a little relaxed in the middle of the day, set up a workout time in the middle of the day. But this is what you have to do. You have to think through your schedule, your day-to-day, your week-to-week and what it looks like for work, what it looks like for your home life, because you need to build a routine that you'll be able to sustain, but not take anything away from your career and your family. All right, so that's step number one. But make sure, put it in your work schedule and treat it like it's a meeting with your boss or a high-profile client. It is not something you can skip or miss. Got it? All right, step number two, cut out the crap snacking. And if you're drinking fluids, it's only water, black coffee, and if you're drinking alcohol, it's the hard stuff. All right, now, easier said than done, but guys, most of the men we talk to, they snack kind of throughout the day, and it's a habit. It's a craving. It's from boredom if you're working from home. It's just a change of scenery. So cut that out, guys. They add so many unnecessary calories throughout the day. Most of them are filled with sugar, preservatives, additives. They're not really good for you, right? There's nothing in them of nutritional value, typically. So cut out the crap snacks. One snack I love to eat are RX bars. They're great. They're clean. And they're ready to go at all times. I actually got one right here, RX bar, peanut butter one. But guys, the thing you can do to easily cut this stuff out, if you have kids, set up a different cabinet for them with their kid snacks, and you have your own section with your adult snacks, all right? If you don't have kids, get the shit out of the house. Just don't have it in the house, and you're not going to eat it, all right? Something that'll help. Up the amount of the food that you're eating in the meals. If you're typically hungry between breakfast and lunch, up your food a little bit for breakfast. If it's lunch to dinner, up your food for lunch a little bit. And make sure those meals are as clean as possible. And that's, of course, our nutritional guide is a whole nother topic, which I can talk to you about if that's of interest. But guys, when it comes to fluids, don't drink soda. We all know it's terrible for you. Cut that shit out. No soda, no Gatorades. Gatorades were not made to just leisurely drink. They were made to replenish you when you're working out or you're playing a sport, not just if you're sitting around, all right? Added syrups, flavorings to your coffee, they do nothing for you. It's all sugar. Anything really that's a marketed beverage, it's not good for you. There's no nutritional value. Stick to your water if you just need to drink in the day. When it comes to coffee, just go black coffee. And guys, the beer, the double IPAs, they're just adding weight. It's crushing your progress. The wine is a ton of sugar. So if you're going to start drinking, if you're going to have a drink to relax, go with a tequila. Go with, a vodka, and soda water or something. But watch the mixed drinks. Cut the beer down. Cut the wine down as much as you can. These things, guys, and I know it's easier said than done, but these simple things, the snacking and the drinks, they can have a huge difference if you can minimize them and cut them out. Literally within 10 days, you'll see a huge difference. All right, step number 3, guys. This sounds simple, but again, a lot of us don't do it. Move 5 to 7 times a week, okay? Now, if you completed step number 1 and you successfully set up a routine, this shouldn't be hard. But make sure that's set up, the routine's set up. When it comes to your workouts, keep it simple, guys. We're in a world now where we overcomplicate things. We overcomplicate our nutrition, where we just go on juice cleanses, or you have to count every single calorie you eat, or you have to weigh your foods on a scale. Keep it simple. Eat clean foods when it comes to your nutrition, and with your workouts, stick to your body weight. You can jump some rope, you can walk fast, you can throw a weight vest on, you can get a backpack filled with weight, you can carry that, on a hike. Resistance bands are like $30 on Amazon. Play a sport. But make sure, guys, you're moving. Just move 5 to 7 times a week. That's all you have to do. The older men that I know that have consistently stayed in shape as they've gotten older, I know like 66-year-old men, 67-year-old men that are in very good shape. And it's not because they've done CrossFit their entire life. It's not because, they went to Orange Theory every single day for the past 40 years. It's because they have an active lifestyle. They just move. One of my dad's buddies is a big surfer. So he surfs a lot. Obviously, he lives in Southern California, so it's easy, but he surfs a lot. And then outside of that, he does a lot of mobility and resistance band work. But it's nothing crazy, guys. He's just consistent with it. So keep it simple. Something is better than nothing. So if you're having one of those days where you're like, I don't want to move, just do something. 30 minutes, if it's all you can sacrifice, do something. But try to focus on moving at least 1 hour a day, 5 to 7 times a week. All right, guys, so a little recap. And I know a lot of these things sound ridiculously simple, hence the name of this, 3 stupidly simple steps that you can follow. If you can implement these things, guys, I guarantee you within 10 days, you're going to see a huge change in how you feel. You're going to lose some weight. Your pants will be fitting differently. But what you're going to start doing is regaining control of your health again. You're going to be on the path to improving yourself, to getting control over what you're doing on a daily and weekly basis so you can sustain this for the rest of your life. That's the goal, guys. Build an active lifestyle that can support you being healthy, not being overweight and going down this road where you're gaining weight every year, medical issues start coming up. Build an active lifestyle now, and it will support this sustainable, healthy lifestyle that you want to live. So again, recap, guys. Number 1, set up a routine. Consistency is crucial here to making progress. So get that set up. Number 2, cut out the crap snacking and the drinks. Cheese puffs are not real food, so don't eat them. Okay? If it can sit on a shelf for 3, 4, 5 months and not go bad, it's not real food. Number 3, move 5 to 7 times a week, guys. Keep it simple and just freaking move. All right, guys, that's it. Implement those now. I guarantee you within 10 days, you will see some results, and I want to hear about them. If you start implementing this, come back to me in 10 days, and I want to see what it did for you. All right, guys, have a good one. Talk to you soon.